Lords of Mythrealm. In the beginning there was the Eternal, a spirit of everything that is, was, and will be. The Eternal created the realms of light, myth, and the veil. First, the Eternal created the realm of light, a place of good and love, where only the good of light and loving of heart may dwell. But what is light without darkness? What is love without hate? Knowing this, the Eternal created the realm of veil, a definition of contrast, a knowing of everything that is the opposite of light and love. And as its ruler, the Eternal created Sargoth, the Dark Wizard, a spirit of which the Eternal could create balance and defined itself by. To separate the realms of light and the veil, the Eternal created the realm of myth, a place of living creations, full of all the things that the Eternal Spirit loved. Towering mountains and deep blue waters, of evergreen trees and sprawling grasslands, of cool, shady rocks and soft, warm sands. Not knowing selfishness, the Eternal Spirit created beings to inhabit the realm of myth and share in its beauty. First, the Eternal Spirit created the animals that live on the land and in the water. Then the Eternal Spirit created the fairies, beings that pierce the other realms so they could bring knowledge to the creatures of Mythrealm. Next, the Eternal Spirit made men, beings without sight of the beyond or the magic of conjuring, a middle being for the middle realm of myth. Last, the Eternal made the dwarfs, a race of merchants, to act as the common thread that connects all peoples of Mythrealm. The dwarfs lived in every mountain mining gold and smelting jewelry, and every quarry, for they were master stone masons. They traded with all races, never taking sides or another's position. But Sargoth, inhabiting all that, is evil, became resentful of the Eternal Spirit for creating him, and therefore, by definition, more powerful than he. Sargoth, not able to cross into the realm of light, vowed to destroy all the creations of the Eternal Spirit. The Dark Wizard created the orcs from mud and hate, the dragons and leviathans from fire and snakes, the centaurs from men and horses, the giants from men and sadness, trolls from giants and orcs, and cyclops from giants and trolls. Next, Sargoth corrupted man with hate, greed, and power. The only beings Sargoth could not touch were the first. The fairies, the only beings that can look into the veil and the light, were beyond Sargoth's corruptibility. But Sargoth known they were not beyond man's. The Dark Wizard whispered into the ear of man and told him how to make the mind-altering elixir of alcohol. Men called it beer, but to the fairies, it is known as a bumble-tumble, and they have an unending want of it. Sargoth split the people of man into 4 clans, giving each people's its own fallibility. To the blue men of the north, he gave them lust for power and glory. To the purple men of the south, he gave them an unquenchable thirst for gold and riches. To the green men of the west, he gave them hubris and ego. And to the red men of the east, he gave them a hate of the unknown and different. But it was a sacred hatred that Sargoth had for the Fae, for it was the fairies who have the power to kill Sargoth in the flesh. For the Dark Wizard must inhabit flesh to pass into the realm of myth, requiring a martyr to sacrifice themselves to Sargoth, making an offering of their flesh to be used as a vessel for Sargoth to inhabit. His altar is the Black Tower, a place of offerings, a direct portal to the veil. If destroyed, the bridge between the veil and myth will be severed. Last, Sargoth in secret manipulated the dwarfs into making him the ultimate weapon. The ring, a weapon so powerful that it could destroy all who are not of the wearer's race. But the dwarfs, being of strong mind, soon discovered who the ring was for and its purpose, and hid the ring among the rocks of a quarry. When Sargoth found out what the dwarfs had done, he flooded their mountains with orcs, and their quarries with dragons. But the Eternal Spirit did not abandon the dwarfs, and created the Golden Hall of Valhalla on an island in the middle of Mythrealm, a portal to the Light Realm and the only place in Mythrealm that cannot be touched by evil. The dwarfs, taking refuge in the Golden Hall of Valhalla, became the last of their people and would never again leave the island. This became the Island of Trade, or the Trade Island, and the dwarfs still trade with all peoples from the safety of the Golden Hall, although Sargoth will never stop looking for the ring, and commands his minions, ring wraiths, day and night to find it. But now there is relative peace in Mythrealm, and all live in tolerance of each other. Sargoth imprisoned in the Vale realm and the ring out of his reach. Awaits for the corruptibility of men to bring about the war to end all wars and the return of the Black Tower of the Dog Wizard. Peace hangs on a knife's edge over the hearts of men, but there is always hope. For what is darkness without light? What is hate without love? The dwarfs of the Golden Hall prophesize the coming of a lord of Mythrealm that will unite all peoples as king of Mythrealm.